Hello everybody and welcome to our June Championship Super Show. This is your announcer Paul Sycamore and I'll be taking you on a trip to many countries around the world. This month we have 20 countries on our list on our June Championship Tour bus, including spots for Mexico, Singapore, and the United Kingdom for this year's Tournament of Champions. And then after our tour, be sure to check out this week's Rookie Challenge featuring 4 Chao, 1 for each class, with challenge for the best rookie there is this week. But right now, let's start things off with Afghanistan. So, for Chao Racing Afghanistan, we have Barden Nansen, Jaco Simon, Zara Hilton, and Fran Lewis. And our races will be held like always on the pole course. So it's best of luck to these 4 players and the rest of the players around the world for our June Championship Super Show. Let's get things one on the way. Please start the race. Alright, so here comes the Chao, busting down the line. These Chao had to push the ball to the other side. Best one to make it across the finish line, regardless of the standing, will become the winner. Last year it was Barden Nansen who got the title. Who's gonna get it this time? We'll find out soon enough. The 4 Chao are closing in on each other. This is an intense contest right now. We'll soon know who will be this year's Afghanistan's world champion, as the first superstar gets beat is number 7. And he winds up in first place, so it will go to the next best standing. I think Jaco Simon's gonna hold off the crowd for the victory. Yep, Jaco Simon is this year's Afghanistan World Champion. So he gets another title up on his board. Congratulations to him. And we'll be right back with more. Do not go away. Alright, these next couple of countries both have a 4-way rematch. They are Bahrain and Bolivia. First, for Chao Racing Bahrain, we have Patrick Ward, Rosano Pan, Steve Williams, and Nick Jumar. We thought last year's Bahrain World Championship was so epic, they want to do it again. So the fans haven't heard, and we're ready for round 2 of this amazing saga. So let's see who's going to win the exciting rematch. Everyone is on clock, and please start the race. Here we go. So it's the rematch of the century after last year's epic ending. And it looks like number 1 is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. The 4 Chao want to do a repeat of last year's epic contest. We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like number 2 is going to join number 1 for dear life. As Nick Jamar wins the ability toss, he's leaving the competition behind. And thus he is the new Bahrain World Champion. Last year he wound up in 3rd place. This time she gets all to go. Nick Jamar is the newest superstar to win the Bahrain World Championship title. Thanks to everyone in Bahrain for 2 incredible years. These 4 Chao have been done great for the past 2 years. We are deeply grateful. And now for Chao Racing Bolivia, their 4-way rematch will have Daria Lee, Joni Fang, Taku Nidu, and Lena Haas. Last year it was Daria Lee who edged out Taku Nidu by a couple of inches. So let's see who will win round 2 of this amazing saga. It's back over to the pole course again. And here's the lineup for this race. Good luck to these 4 Chao in Chao Racing Bolivia on their rematch. Here we go. Please start the race. Alright, so who will win this rematch of Chao Racing Bolivia? Last year it was Daria Lee. Who's gonna get it this time? We'll find out soon enough. Right now it is Joni Fang who has the lead, following in a close second by number 2. And who will get the winning toss is number 7, who is going to rest for a while, so he jumps up to the lead, but this can change in a matter of moments. Right now the 4 Chao are closing in on each other as the next best we made by number 8, and he wins from 1st place as number 7 takes 2nd place, and Joni Fang is this year's Bolivia World Champion, so she gets her title back after her last year's handoff to Daria Lee. Thank you, Bolivia, for 2 incredible seasons. We'll have more to say for you after the break. Alright, stop number 4 takes us to Brunei, where we have Ronald Koniba, Tedjar Hedjar, Mija Kendricks, and Dan Lewis. Let's find out who will be the lucky one to win the Brunei World Championship title this year. Here's a look at the lineup for this portion of the June Championship Super Show. And it's best of luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory. Here we go, let's have a Chao race! So who's gonna win the Brunei World Championship title this year? Will it be Lono, Tedjar, Mija, or Dan? There's only one way to find out, as the 4 Chao push the balls to the other side. The first one to make a cross-fair try will be declared the winner. And the first superstar against Beepers is Mija Kendricks, so she's gonna lead the competition behind. Mija Kendricks is the new Brunei World Champion. After all these years, she finally gets her pot of gold, as Tedjar Hedjar, one of the next Commanders Beepers, will wind up in second place. So it's Mija Kendricks who gets the win, and she is smiling today. Coming up, we're heading over to the Central African Republic, but first let's have some look at this. Okay, Chao Racing fans, will be 1 corner on the way there at the Central African Republic, where it will feature Basso Akulane, Zara Fells, Will Fennison, and Nicole Swansley. It's best of luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory. The players in the lineup are ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's rock this place! Alright, they're off and running. Who's gonna be the Central African Republic World Champion this year? We'll find out soon enough. Hey, by the way, this year they're guaranteed to have a new champion this year, because the defending champion was eliminated from contention. So who's gonna be the new champion this year? We'll find out soon enough, as the first superstar against Beepers is Nicole Swansley. So she's expected to become the newest Central African Republic champion, and there she is. She wins the Central African Republic title, as Basso Akulane will have the next Commanders Beepers, and we have just enough time for 1 more Beepers. It will be made by number 7. So it is Nicole Swansley, the true underdog, who gets her first title as Central African Republic champion. Great job. And Cyrus is coming up next, so don't go away. Alright then. The next stop on our tour bus is Cyprus. And it will feature a new champion, guaranteed, because the defending champion was eliminated from contention. It will feature Mike Sagan, Terry Linglana, Stara Garcia, and Charles Woodson. So who's going to replace the old champion this year? We'll find out soon enough. It was Daniel Norcross who was eliminated from contention. So let's find out who's going to be the new champion, and who's going to be the new champion to replace Daniel Norcross this year? We'll find out soon enough. Find out the 4 Chao pushing the balls to the other side. It looks like number 5 is in the lead, which happens to be Stara Garcia. And as the 4 Chao continue to push the balls to the other side, it is number 7 who wins the opening toss for a 2nd time this month. And he's going best. But I think he's going to retain first place, don't you think? Yep, number 7 gets first place, as the next Beepers will be made by number 1. He'll wind number 2nd, so it will go to the 3rd place superstar, which is Terry Linglana. So Terry Linglana gets his 2nd title up on his sleeve. After a couple of years, he's back on top, and we'll be right back with more. The fight is just getting started. Alright, the next stop on our June Championship Super Show is Fiji, where we have Johnsy Mijata, Yasapan, Tefa Garcia, and Zod Wu. It's best of luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. So who's gonna be the Fiji World Champion for 2015 this year? Only time will tell, as the 4 Chao push the balls to your side across the famous rainbow path. And And it looks like number 8 is going west. Right now the 4 Chao are closing in on each other. Only one of those Chao will come on top. Who's gonna get that? We'll find out soon enough. As number 8 takes the winning toss and he jumps all the way into first place. And he's gonna wind up in first place, so it will go to the next back standing. As the next biggest wing made by number 7. So in third place is Tefa Garcia, who is the PG World Champion for 2015. Tefa Garcia has done it again. That's her second title in her career. And moving right along to Honduras. That's number 8 on our tour bus this month, where we have Sitar Lanto, Ranzi Fanji, Tugar Sanji, and Carly Houston. Alright, let's see what happens in this portion of the June Championship Super Show. Good luck to these 4 players, and let's rock this place! Alright, here we go again. The 4 Chao pushing the ball to the other side of the famous rainbow path. Who's gonna be the Honduras World Champion this year? We'll find out soon enough. The 4 Chao pushing the ball to the other side, and it looks like number 7 is going west, so he's gonna be left behind in the crowd. As the first superstar to get speedless is Sitar Lanto, and he's gonna lead the competition behind. He's all over the pack, ladies and gentlemen, and Sitar Lanto retains the title. He hasn't done a lot in his 10 years, but now he has won back-to-back titles after all these years. Congratulations to Sitar for 2 incredible seasons. Coming up, we're heading over into Jordan, but first, have a look at this. Alright, next up, we're heading over to Jordan, where we have Hosan Padros, Sigma Mazi, Ray Settles, and Gina River. Owen Farrell was eliminated from playoff contention, so we're gonna have a new champion this year. So let's see who will be Owen Farrell's replacement this year. Here we go, everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Alright, the 4 Chao are off and running. It looks like number 8 has to lead to start things off, following in a close second by number 1. Ray Settles has the best position so far with 3rd place. And the 4 Chao continue to push the balls to the other side. Who will gain the title command? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar to get speedless is Sigma Mazi, and she got all of it on that one. And she is the Jordan World Champion for 2015. That makes title number 3 for Sigma Mazi in her 12-year career. Excellent job by Sigma. And it's thanks to everyone who has been enjoying this year. We'll see you next season. And we'll have a spot in Mexico for the Tournament Champions coming up right after the break, so stay tuned. Okay folks, we'll be halfway done through June with Mexico. And it will feature one of our 3 spots in this year's Tournament of Champions. Last year it was Alfonso de Mongo who managed to make it to the top 16. Will he do it again? We'll find out soon enough as he faces off with George Sanchester, Richard Smith, and Amy Westman. Good luck to these 4 players. Everyone is on a clock, and let's rock this place. Let's find out who will be representing Team Mexico in the 2015 Tournament of Champions. And it looks like number 7 is going west. I'll give number 2 command on the lead. And it looks like number 2 is going to join number 7 for dear life. So now it is Richard Smith who will have command of the lead. The 4 Chao closing in on each other. Who got the winning toss? It's number 2, that's who. And he jumps back to first place after handing off to Richard Smith. The competition team scores right now. Amy Westman in the next command speedman, and she is going to the Tournament of Champions for Team Mexico. She's representing Mexico this year. Won an upset victory by Amy Westman. She is the new Mexico World Champion, and she's going to represent Mexico in the Tournament of Champions. Great job by Amy. Montenegro is coming right at ya. So, 1/2 of our June Championship Super Show is in the books. So now we head over to country number 11. and that's Montenegro, where we have Rufa Past, Sir Jack Pond, Dennis John, and Vader Johnson. Yes, we're gonna line up for this race. The players will line up a minute to go. So without further ado, let's have a Chao race. Here we go. We're off and running. Who's gonna win the crown? And it was like numbers 1 and 2 ongoing race. And now number 7 is joining them for D-Live. So numbers 1, 2, and 7 will be left behind on the pack, ladies and gentlemen. As the first superstar gets beat is number 1, and he easily moves up to first place. I'm thinking he's gonna wind up in third place. Yep, he winds up in third place. So it will go to the next backsteady, which is Sir John Pond. So Sir John Pond gets another title up on his board. What a deal. And we'll be right back with Pecan Islands after the break. Next stop on our tour bus is the Pecan Islands, where we have Billy Finkel, Mike Green, Jason King, and Kathy Green. Let's see who will earn the Pecan Islands title this year. Good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory. Please start the race. Alright then, off and running. The 4 Chao pushing the ball to the other side. Who will be the first to cross the finish line? We'll find out soon enough. And number 2 is going to mess. That means he will have a lot of catching up to do after his nap. As the first superstar gets beat is, which happens to be Jason King, and he is the new Pecan Islands World Champion. Unbelievable effort by Jason King. He worked hard to get the crown, and now he got it. As number 2, while the next command speakers wind up in second place. So Jason King takes the title for Pecan Islands for 2015, and he is sure happy about the win. And lucky number 13, we're heading over to Portugal, where we have the lovely 3-time champion Ira Kamara taking on Tension Santos, Riley Booker, and Gula Carlos. Let's find out the winner of this year's Portugal World Championship. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place. Alright, the 4 Chao are off and running. Let's find out who will earn the Portugal World title this year. Find out it is number 8 who has the lead, with Tension Santos having the best position so far in second place. And this speedbus will determine who might be bringing home the title, and it will be made by Ira Kavar. So she will have command on the lead. I think she's going to do it again this year for 2015. Yep, Ira Kavar wins her 4th consecutive title. 4 titles in a row for Ira Kavar. Her first was in 2012. So her dynasty continues after all these years. What a deal. And we'll be heading over to say Helena after the break. Alright, let's simple this one up with country number 14 on our list. It is St. Helena. And this year for the St. Helena World Championship, we have Barsek Pond, Ripper Volslav, Jijong Wu, and Noy Hill. And it's guaranteed that they're going to be a new champion because the defending champion was eliminated. So let's have a challenge! Alright, who's going to replace our defending champion this year? We'll find out soon enough. As number 2 is going right, so he will be left behind again. Number 2 is always sleeping in each and every race, don't you think? Well, anyway, it is number 5 who has the lead, which happens to be Jijong Wu, following in a close second by Noah Hill. And who will get the opening toss? It's going to be made by number 1. And he will wind up in first place, so it will go to the next back standing. It's going to be down to one between Whipper and Jijong. Who's going to win? As number 7 takes the next speedbus, and he'll wind up in second place. It is Ripper who edges out Chao by a couple inches. What a deal! Ripper is the new Chao Racing St. Helena World Champion. Unbelievable! There's more excitement coming up. What a deal! Alright, we'll be 3/4 of the way home with Singapore. And that's the next spot of our 3 countries up for grabs this year for the 2015 Tournament Champions. Who's going to represent Team Singapore this year? Will it be Rosechi Nataro, Hamiko-san, Ron Jackson, or could it be George Howard? There's only one way to find out as the players are lined up and ready to go. So without further ado, let's have a Chao race! Alright, our title for the spot in the Tournament Champions for Singapore is on the line, and number 7 is going right. So he will be left behind in the crowd. By now it is number 1 who has the lead, with Hamiko-san having the best position so far in 2nd place. And the 4 Chao pushing him off to the other side of the rainbow path. Who's gonna win this one? We'll find out soon enough, as number 7 wins the only toss for this race, and he moves all the way to 1st place after his costly nap. And he's going to hold on for 1st place, so it will go to the 2nd place of the start, which is Hamiko-san. He gets back his title after his hand to Rosechi Nataro, and he's going to the Tournament Champions in Toronto, Canada to represent Team Singapore this year. Coming up, we're heading over to Taiwan, but first, let's have a word from the sponsor. Okay, fans, we have 5 more countries to go. Next stop is Taiwan, where it will feature Senji Manjan, Tucson Wafa, Mukido Fanzo, and Moto Kinjas. Alright, let's see who's gonna win this portion of the Super Show. Everyone's on clock, and please start the race! Here we go! So who's gonna be the Taiwan World Champion this year? We'll find out soon enough. Right now they're pushing the balls to the other side, and first one to make it across the finish line will be declared the winner. It looks like Mukido Fanzo has the lead. Can he keep it up? We'll find out soon enough, as the first superstar to get speed boost is number 2. He was going to sleep, but maybe he'll stay awake this time. And he does. He finishes in 1st place. So it will go to the next best standing, which is going to be right over here with a speed bus. It is Tucson Wafa who gets the Taiwan World title this year. That's his 3rd world title in his last 7 appearances. Wow, can you believe he won 3 titles in his last 7 appearances? Great. Well, up next we have Turks and Caicos Islands, but first have a look at this. Alright, now it's time to head over to the lovely islands of Turks and Caicos. Joel Sintar was eliminated from the playoff contention this year, so who's going to replace him this year? Will it be Stephen Leroy, Sam Jules, Alex Hoffman, or Rita Norris? There's only one way to find out. It's good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory, so without further ado, please start the race! Alright, so who's gonna be the new champion after Joel Sintar was eliminated from playoff contention? We'll find out soon enough. Right now it is number 8 who has the lead, following in a close second by Stephen Leroy. And number 1 is currently sits in 3rd place. And the 4 Chao are pushing the ball to the other side. This speed bus will determine who might be taking home the title. And it will be made by Sam Jules. And he's going to leave the competition behind. And thus he wins the Turks and Caicos Islands World Championship title. That's his 2nd title of his career. And he is smiling today. So Sam Jules gets a 2nd title after a couple of tries. Congratulations to Sam Jules on an amazing victory. And don't move a muscle, Uganda is up next. Just a couple more countries left in our June Championship Super Show. Next up, we're heading over into Uganda, where we have Eva Keys, Richard Monkelos, Terry Johnson, and Sarah Kaiser. Sorry. Well, anyways, good luck to these 4 players on a quest for victory. Please start the race. Here we go. The 4 Chao pushing balls to the other side. It is Sarah Kaiser who has the lead, followed up closely by number 8. before Chao continue to push the monster to the other side. Who's gonna come out on top? We'll find out soon enough. And who got the opening toss this time? It's number 7, Natsu. And he got all around that one. And he's gonna wind up in first place. There he is. He's celebrating the win. The 4 Chao continue to battle over the crowd. Who will have the next Commander Speed Buzz? It is Terry Johnson. And he is the Uganda World Champion. That's the second time he is the Uganda World Champion in his career. Congratulations to Terry Johnson. Thanks to everyone who participated in Uganda this year. Thank you very much. And now it's time for the final spot for the month of June for the 2015 Tournament Champions. We're heading over to the UK, where we have Patrick Stevenson, Robert Faulkner, Will Charleston, and Stephen Yorkshire. Patrick Stevenson managed to make it to the Tournament Champions in Denmark last year. Let's find out if he can do it again this year, as we take a look at the lineup, and we wish best of luck in everyone here in the UK. Everyone is on clock, and let's rock this place. Alright, so here comes the Chao, who's going to represent Team UK in the 2015 Tournament Champions in Toronto, Canada. We'll find out soon enough. Number 8 has the lead, with Stephen Yorkshire having the best position so far in second. And number 2 is going nice. That means he will be left behind the crowd, as the first superstar guest Speed Buzz is in fact number 2. His strategy worked, and now he is in the lead. Now he is in the lead over the pack, but that could still change with the next Commander Speed Buzz, and it will be made by number 1, and he will wind up in first place. So number 2 will be winding up in second place. And guess who's heading back to the Tournament Champions? It's Patrick Stevenson. That's who. Patrick Stevenson now has another chance of claiming all the gold for the UK. The UK has last done it in 1997, so maybe this will be the year Patrick Stevenson will win. And we'll be right back with round 1, 2 after the break. Do not go away. And finally, this month, we're heading over to the wonderful Pacific Islands of Vanuatu. This year, we have Hannah Pond, Diana Jones, Kimberly Jones, and Tammy Johnson. So it's an all-female brawl to wrap up an amazing June Championship Super Show. So it's good to these 4 ladies on a quest for victory. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race. Here we go. So which one of these ladies will close out our list of 20 champions for the month of June? We're about to find out in just some hours. Right now, it is Diana Jones who has the commanding lead, following in a close second by number 2. And it looks like number 1 is Tedious News. And look at that! He gets the opening toss, and now he's back in the lead. He was in last place going to best, but now he is back in the lead. But the 4 Chao are still closing in on each other at the curve. And who's gonna get the title this year with this next Speed Buzz? It is Tammy Johnson! She wins the Vanuatu World Championship. So she is Vanuatu's newest champion. Congratulations to Tammy Johnson. Stay tuned, we'll have a bonus race featuring 4 wickets, 1 from each crossover, coming up right after the break. So, after a long trip overseas, it's time to head back to America to present this week's bonus race. And it will be our Rookie Challenge featuring Ruben Eastman of the Freshmen, Chip Sube of the Sophomores, Gary Weaver of the Juniors, and Oliver Jones of the Seniors. And this week's Rookie Challenge is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse, where you don't have to go down under to taste the wonderful flavors like a booming onion, Outback Burger, and many grind products. Available in 2 different formats, so try Outback Steakhouse today. Alright, everyone, now it's on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. So, Ruben Eastman of the Freshman is at number 3. Chip Silly of the Sophomore is at number 4. Gary Weaver of the Juniors is number 5. And Oliver Jones is number 6 for the Seniors. And number 1 is going to back. So he'll be left behind for a second time in a row. As the first superstar guest Speed Buzz is the Sophomore, Chip Sube. And he got all of it on that one. And he is the winner of this week's Rookie Challenge for the Sophomores. Great win by the Sophomores. Chip Sube is this week's Boogie of the Week. Let's see where the others will finish, as the next performance will be made by Gary Weaver, and he will take second place for the Juniors. Ruben Eastman will settle for third place for the Freshmen. So Chip Sube is the winner of our Rookie Challenge. Congratulations to Chip Sube on a job well done this week. So, that is it for the June Championship Super Show. I would like to congratulate all 20 champions for the month of June, and especially to the winners in Mexico, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. We'll see those 3 superstars in the tournament champions in Toronto, Canada at the end of the year. Next month, we have a whole lot of countries. Wow, 26 to be in fact, with spots for Egypt and Japan in the Tournament of Champions for July. So be sure to stay tuned then. And be sure to tune next week for more inside action on Chao Racing 2015 USA. But right now, this is Paul Sycamore signing off. Keep on smiling. So long, everybody.